Hello, and welcome to a quick tutorial on the digital companion tool of the School Leader Evaluation Plan from the Illinois Principals Association. The plan was published in 2022 and revised in 2023 with input from a pilot group. The plan is available through the IPA as a 100-page booklet filled with all the information, templates, and documents needed to implement the evaluation plan. The plan's digital companion tool templates allow the supervisor and school leader to collaborate effectively throughout the evaluation process. When you open the Google Sheet, the Welcome tab provides instructions on how to use the tool. Please read these carefully and return as often as needed. Now let's get started. Start by clicking on the Timeline tab. The Timeline tab is arranged into 4 sections. They are Plan, Implement, Assess, and Reflect. Each section is arranged to follow the sequence of a full evaluation cycle. The color for each segment is associated with the color for each tab that forms part of that particular segment. The orange tab are for the Plan segment, blue tabs are for Implement, green for Assess, and gray for Reflect. For ease of navigation, you can either go directly to the tab that you need, or you can click on the link in the segment that you are working on and it'll take you directly to that tab, ensuring that both the school leader and the supervisor are on the right tab and files at the same time. As you complete items, you can check things off to move through all of the evaluation activities and monitor your progress. The first task for the supervisor is a critical step. Enter the information in the box provided before the start of the school year. For this example, the school leader is Luke Skywalker. His position is apprentice. His building is GFFA, which stands for Galaxy Far Far Away. The school year is 2023-24. The supervisor is Yoda, and the supervisor's position is Jedi. The goal-setting meeting was held on 8/8 of 23 for this example. Filling this section is important as the tool then autofills the cells in all the forms that require this information, saving you time and consistent formatting. Next, the supervisor must provide the school leader with an evaluator notice. You're welcome to use the one provided to you in this tool or your own. In either case, enter the date of the notice to the school leader in the assigned space and check the tab that you've completed this step. If you use the form provided, you can send it electronically, print it, save it as a PDF, or share the tool with the school leader, informing them that the notice is included in the 3rd tab. The school leader self-assessment is next. Again, the information is autofilled. As a school leader, read and reflect each competency and attribute. Based on your reflection, go to the BOY column for the beginning of year and select I'm good, working on it, or need to start working on this. The item the school leader chooses will match the color of the thumbs to identify areas more effectively. The school leader continues this process for all the BOY columns for personal intelligence, social intelligence, and system intelligence. Once this activity is complete, the school leader returns to the timeline and checks the box. Next, the school leader goes to the domains and dimensions self-assessment. Similar to the previous self-assessment, the school leader reads the dimensions and goes to the BOY column and self-rates with a 1, 2, 3, or 4 and provides a short statement of evidence. The rating criteria is at the bottom. Proceed to the questions and reflections section and respond to each question. Reflect on all this information and identify 1 or 2 areas of growth. Follow the same steps for systems domain, and learning domain. Once all 3 domains are complete, return to Timeline tab and check the box that the activity is complete. Next is the school data worksheet. The school data worksheet is auto-filled. You may enter the data for all the categories relevant to your school district and building. These categories can be edited or deleted to best meet the needs of your district. You can enter items your district determines are valid for school data monitoring. Return to the timeline and click on the box when this activity is complete. Once these steps are complete, the supervisor and school leader will set a goal-setting meeting. At the meeting, all the data is reviewed and the goals are identified. The following 2 tabs of the plan portion are the professional practice cycle of inquiry and the student growth cycle of inquiry. The school leader completes these forms using all the items gathered through the school data, self-assessments, and other related information. This will complete the planned portion of the evaluation timeline, all due before October 1st. Implement is when the school leader and supervisor implement the plan and collect evidence. The supervisor's primary role is to complete 2 required formal observations and informal observations as needed. Let's get started. Again, all relevant information is auto-filled. The date of the observation must be entered. We will use this date as an example. The supervisor enters all related information, checks the appropriate boxes related to the observation, and documents any notes, strengths, and growth, electronically signs and types the name and enters the date sent. The date sent can be different from the date of the observation. This process is repeated for all the other observations. I will enter dates as these will be evident later. Informals work precisely the same way. I've entered fictitious dates for this example. The supervisor and school leader reflect on the progress made thus far and conduct a mid-year meeting to discuss. The supervisor will enter the date of the meeting in the space provided in the Implement section of the Timeline tab. Between February 1st and March 1st, the supervisor and school leader have multiple tasks to complete. Completing these steps and assess in a timely manner will allow the supervisor to complete the task and reflect. Using all the information gathered throughout the evaluation cycle, the supervisor completes 3 final reporting forms and sets a date for a summative meeting on or before March 1st. It is best to complete these forms in sequential order to take full advantage of the features embedded in this tool. It is recommended that the supervisor lock or protect these 3 forms so only the supervisor can enter or edit that content. For instructions on how to do this, go to the Welcome tab and scroll down to the Pro Tips section. As you can see, all the ratings are blank, and there is a calculation error. As ratings are entered, an average is provided. All 3 sections of work the same way. As an example, I will enter information for Luke's rating on just a few of them for each section. By entering all the ratings in FSR1, all the information was autofilled for you in FSR2. The calculations have also been done for you. Furthermore, a professional practice rating has been identified for you. Suppose the school leader or supervisor introduces further evidence or an error is made during or before the summative. In that case, the supervisor may return to FSR1 and make or enter the change directly on this form. The calculator will automatically make the corrections. The supervisor will enter the self-assessment rating based on the school leader's reflection through the related forms. Luke rated himself a 4 in this example, so Yoda entered a 4. The final step is to enter the student growth data and a rating. For this example, Luke got a 2 for student growth in both measurements, earning a 2 for student growth. This calculator assumes that all assessments have equal weight. If your district has a different weight, you may need to calculate and enter them manually. All your hard work has paid off, as you can see. All the information you entered in all the previous forms has been entered for you, saving you time and increasing your efficiency. All your meeting dates, formal observations, and informal observations are entered. Additionally, all the totals from FSRR2 have transferred over and multiplied accordingly times zero point 0.6 for domain rating, 0.1 for self-assessment, and 0.3 for student growth. This provides you with a final rating. All the supervisor has left to do is to check the appropriate box for a final rating based on the rating scale and digitally sign, print, and sign and date as needed. This tool will help streamline your work, enhance your experience using the school leader evaluation plan, and foster greater collaboration between the supervisor and the school leader. If you need any help or have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact the IPA office. Best of luck, best wishes, and have a wonderful school year.